Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, I'm playing for series videos I've been doing for a little while now. Go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know, all you need to know, about hopefully delicious stuff that time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie, my hearing is so shot right now. I've been to like 4 concerts in less than 3 weeks, and I was at a show just last night. So yeah, like everything's a little bit dulled at the moment, but we'll get to that. Folks, it's a super simple format. I'm going to go over there, I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering about for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck, and whilst I'm doing all that, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing today, folks? Well, it has to do with the show that I was at last night because it's from a band called Arch Echo, which I always want to say Arc Echo. But I really like this shirt. Like, I love the design. You got, like, the cat looking off into the distance with the tuning fork in his mouth. Super cool. Actually, when I went to the merch table, because I honestly had never heard of these guys before, but they were fucking fantastic. When I went to the merch table, I was talking with the bassist, and I was like, they had, different shirt designs. And I was like, I want the one, because this is also the tour shirt. It's got the dates on the back. And I was like, I want the one with the cat. Do you have it in double X? Because that's the size that I wear, typically. And he's like, we got 1X and we got 3X. We're all out of double X. Bands, invest in more double X. I cannot tell you how often that size runs out. Don't do smaller mediums. You don't have to, okay? Those are the ones that always get left, or like just a few of them. Get like 5 of each. You'll probably still have 2 left after the show, or after the tour is done. More double X. But I got the 3X because I'm like, I'm fat, so. But anyway, yes, Arch Echo, they were fantastic. They were actually the headliners for the tour, and like I said, I'd never heard them before. They were really cool, progressive instrumental band. Really, really liked their set. So much so, not only did I buy a shirt and a CD, I also got some videos of their set. They're on my channel, just in case you're interested. I have an entire playlist of just concert videos that I've gone to. It's also why my voice is a little bit shot, because, yelling and going, woo! But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Well, folks, I'm a little bit excited because we're doing, boom! It's Mountain Dew Game Fuel citrus cherry flavor. Dew with a blast of citrus cherry flavor and other natural flavors. Don't put natural flavors on you. You know there's nothing natural in this Mountain Dew. But look, it's a Mountain Dew, and it's kind of new. Can we maybe give myself plenty of options? So yes, it's kind of new. I guess this one was originally released some years back with something to do with Halo, because it has something to do with Halo again, Halo Infinite. I don't know. I never got huge into the Halo stuff. I played, the first game a little bit, second game a little bit. Neat for people who like Halo. I'm just here for the Mountain Dew, which, by the way, since this is a Mountain Dew review, it's going to end up on my Mountain Dew Madness playlist. Just in case you're interested, that's where all my Mountain Dew reviews go. Let's try out some citrus cherry. I don't know if I ever had this one back in the day. I wasn't huge into Dew, I think, around this time. It kind of was something I got into a little bit later on. It smells really good. I'm hoping it just tastes like Code Red, but just with a little bit more zing. Sort of, but also not. But I like it. It's interesting. It definitely has certain notes that are similar to Code Red, which would make sense. Code Red is their cherry Mountain Dew. But I'm happy that it's not what I was thinking. Because as much as I think I would have enjoyed that anyway, I feel like it would have been a little bit too dull. Whereas this, there's actually a fair amount of complexity to it. Like, it's got kind of peaks and valleys. It's doing lots of stuff. I like it. And I think the citrus flavor, I think it actually kind of helps bring out the flavor of the cherry more than you get in Code Red. Because Code Red, I mean, as much as it's supposed to be cherry flavored, like, I've never thought of it as being particularly cherry flavored. I would just kind of consider it Code Red flavored, because it's so mixed in with the dew that it's like, and I like Code Red, but with this one, I'm getting more of a taste of like actual cherry flavor, which I like because I'm a huge fan of cherry. I like this a lot, man. This is super good. The only problem, man, when it comes to Mountain Dew and their flavors, is like some of them stick around, some of them are limited time, which kind of makes it fun, to be fair. But it's like, man, you get some really good ones that, fade away, pitch black, which they always tease me with. It's like, man, I wish, some way that we could just have them all available. Just, as somebody who wasn't into Mountain Dew up until probably like my late 20s, I'd say, man, it's like, I'd love to be able to just go to a gas station and have an entire cooler section of just Mountain Dew flavors. Wouldn't that be a trip? Oh, but yeah, I like this one. This one's really good. I like the cherry flavor. The citrus aspect almost gives it sort of a little bit of a reminiscent kind of orangish kind of taste, like at the very end, again, because of the citrus aspect. But it's nice, and it's like, because it isn't that Code Red flavor exactly, it's a little bit more just like distinct cherry flavor, it tastes lighter than Code Red does, for me. Because I like Code Red, again, it's really good, but it's definitely a heavier Mountain Dew than some of the other ones. I don't drink it when I want, like, refreshment. I drink it when I want Code Red. Whereas, like, some of their other ones, like Live Wire, I'll go in more if I just want something that's a little bit more refreshing. But it's a good Mountain Dew flavor. I mean, it does exactly what it says on the bottle. It's citrus cherry. And, as far as things are concerned, it drinks nicely, no chemically aftertaste or anything like that. I'm happy that there are zero sugar versions available for people who want them of, a lot of new sodas. But I kind of like the fact that with this one and the next one that I'm going to be reviewing, wait for that one, I like the Mountain Dew. It's like, no, this is gamer fuel. It's just full of fucking sugar flavor, okay? We're just re-releasing this thing. Just enjoy it for what it is. But yeah, man, I actually really like this one a lot. Two questions have to be asked, though. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Yes and yes. Yeah, I think on both fronts. I think that for being a Mountain Dew that could have been extremely similar to one of its most established Mountain Dews, again, Code Red, I actually think it stands out more than some of the more, like, unique flavors that they've come out with in recent years. I think it's called Overdrive, I want to say, and I think it's at Casey's? I forget, man. Go watch my videos. But there's like an exclusive flavor at this one gas station chain that I can't think of off the top of my head. And that one, like, it was decent. I didn't mind it, but it felt a little bit eh. Whereas with this one, even though it's kind of a cousin to Code Red, it's really kind of unique in the way that it has its flavor profile set up. I like it. And I think for me, I would definitely get it again. Would it replace Code Red for me, though? That is the question. That's tough to say. I would have to sit with this, because I've had so many years of experience with Code Red. I would have to sit with this one and sort of see how I feel about it. Because it could. I'm not going to say it will, but it could. There's potential there, because I do really like this one a lot. As for recommending it, I mean, if you're a Mountain Dew fan, there's no reason not to try it. I think if you're worried, kind of like I was, thinking that maybe it would just be too close to Code Red, I would definitely suggest it, because I think it'll surprise you. And I mean, it's a limited time thing. It's not going to be around forever. I say pick it up while it's here. Give it a go. Live dangerously. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Excuse me. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of the month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, you go over there, have yourselves a truly Halo-tastic rest of your life, I guess, man. Like I said, games aren't super for me, but I respect it. I respect it. So, final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world as long as possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do all the time, I know I can't do all the time. Here's what you can do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me, I know it, I live it, I'm out there with you in it. I'm coming off, I was sick for about a week or so, maybe a little bit longer. I was feeling pretty damn miserable. Then there's just been other stuff, just things going on in my life that have been stressing me out a little bit, making things a little bit harder to trudge through, but, you find your ways to get through it. Sometimes that's just going out to a good show, eating a good meal, and maybe trying some pretty nice Mountain Dew. But something else we can do, take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there, maybe there's a favorite Mountain Dew of yours that, you want to see a return of. And maybe it's tied to some video game that's not as popular as Halo. Mirror's Edge. I tossing that one out there because I've been playing Mirror's Edge Catalyst. But the original one was a 360 exclusive, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think that they made a Mountain Dew flavor for it. If they did, I'd like to try it. But, maybe you go over there and you petition Captain Xbox, whoever the fuck runs that division of Microsoft now, I don't know. You're just like, ba 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 ba, and then they talk to Captain Mountain Dew, and they're like, ba 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 ba. And then eventually maybe you get your fancy drink, and maybe we get another Mirror's Edge game. I'm just saying. I like Mirror's Edge Catalyst. It's not the best game ever or anything. Though I will say a lot of complaints I've seen about that game from people I don't jive with. A lot of people are like, the combat system. I never had any problem with it. Fuck's the issue with it? What am I missing that apparently, I don't know. Maybe I'm just basic or some shit, but I thought it was fine. Or conversely, hey, maybe go play one of the Mirror's Edge games. Or not. Some people like them. Some people don't. Bye!